Hey friends, are you ready for a defining moment of 2025? The eclipse season is about to begin. So for today's video, I thought we'd take a deep dive into what the blood moon and the eclipse mean for you, each sign, as well as what it means for the four signs that will be impacted the most. This is my take on the Western astrology and energy, and because of that, it will not resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Okay, so let's dive in. On September the 7th, 2025, at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the first of two September eclipses will take place. And they have the potential to really shake things up and change a lot of things for the better. Maybe you've seen people talking about it already, and there was a big discussion, I know, on some of the other platforms about all the possible doom and gloom that this signals, especially people talking about the bad omens associated with the blood moon eclipse, or that karma is about to reset, or we're about to jump timelines. But you can relax. It's not as bad as it sounds. So let's start with the science, and then we'll go for the spiritual message of the eclipse. And then we'll discuss the four signs that are going to feel the full impact of this eclipse. All the signs are going to be influenced by this energy, but these four, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius, will feel the full impact. So, okay, looking at the science. So this is a rather rare cosmic event, and it occurs when the Earth passes directly between the sun and the moon, casting a shadow over the moon, and that's what gives it the reddish appearance. And this is the second blood moon of 2025. If you don't remember, because a lot's happened this year, it was back in March. So think about what you were doing in March. What kind of lessons were you facing? What were you struggling with? What was working and what wasn't? Those lessons are also likely to come back around. Pull out your journal, your diary, your notebook, and it'll probably give you some clues around what you can expect for the next several months. Prior to 2025, the last blood moon was in 2022. Remember back then? Yeah, a lot's happened, hasn't it? Now let's dive into the spiritual meaning of this event. As you might have guessed, the blood moon carries strong spiritual and emotional energy. In astrology, lunar eclipses often mark turning points, karmatic endings, and emotional breakthroughs. So think change and transformation, like it or not. We often see change that's needed, it's past due, but for whatever reason, we've put it off and we've drug our feet and we've gone, yeah, I'll do it later. Well, when the eclipse comes along, now is later, because we are forced to deal with whatever it is that is holding us back, stopping us from living our full potential, or actually just blocking the flow. So all of this is good stuff. Once we move past this obstacle or release what's holding us back, we are then free to move on up. But it's something we probably don't want to do because it's going to be either a major change or it's at least going to be pushing us out of our comfort zone. So that's why I think there's a lot of ominous energy around the eclipse. It's just an event that really shakes things up. And speaking of that, if you struggle with energy around the full moon, like you're more amped up or you have trouble sleeping or your intuition really kicks in around the full moon, just a heads up, because the eclipse packs the power of 3 full moons in one. Yep, it's going to be intense. And as it aligns with the lunar nodes of destiny, now add in all that Pisces water energy into the mix, and you can see that this one leans heavily towards emotional release, spiritual growth, and transformation, like it or not. And as I said, these are all good things, but they may feel uncomfortable while they're happening. But this has also been a really pivotal time for a lot of the signs. Changes have been happening for the last year, specifically to the 4 signs that I mentioned. But even though you have stepped up and made some changes, you probably are holding on to something that needs to go. And you'll probably understand sooner rather than later why you need to let go of this false belief or this wrong person or this job that doesn't align with you and what you're trying to manifest. So it's a lot. It's a lot happening. The thing to really remember is whatever it is that you're being pushed to do, it's for your highest good. So while it will be uncomfortable, it is necessary. It's probably not going to come as a big surprise. It's something you know you need to release a bad habit, a relationship that's not working, a job that's run its course, and now you're just angry all the time when you go to work. Yeah, all those things that we know that aren't healthy for us, that aren't helping us, and that are actually holding us back. Those are the things that are going to come up. So every sign will be impacted by the eclipse, but these four will feel the full impact. So Pisces, it's time to make a decision and change your life. So much has changed for Pisces since Saturn, the Lord of Karma, first moved in your sign. Since around your birthday, 2025, until now, you've seen the need to further change. You've seen that you're gonna have to give some stuff up and hold yourself more accountable. Really put in more intentional focus in chasing those dreams instead of just kind of waiting for the opportunity to come forward or waiting for somebody else to present something to you. That's because you're in a different phase of your life now. You've been given opportunities and support in many new ways, but you've been challenged like never before as well. But the defining moments of these lessons and your choices are manifesting now. So what that means is you've been doing the work and now you're starting to see some of these changes come forward. And it can be daunting at first because it's like, what? Am I ready for this? It's too much. It's too fast. It's everything I wanted, but I'm going to have to move way out of my comfort zone. It's going to take a bit of getting used to this new path that you're on where things are actually happening for your highest good and you're actually happy about the opportunities and about the situations, because change, even when we really want it and need it, can still be overwhelming. So you're going to have to kind of slow things down a little bit and find a way to get back in balance. And you're going to have to be proactive even after the eclipse, but life will become much more interesting as situations seem almost faded, and you're going to see a lot of synchronicity. You're going to see a lot of people fall into your life at the right time, and probably someone special will come along and you'll get to know this person, and as you start talking, you're going to find out that they've always been around. You lived in the same city, but in a different part. They went to the same school, but a year later. You worked for the same company, but they worked in a different department. Things like that, where you're just likely to run into each other, but not. And now, because the timing is right, you are crossing paths with people like this. And with that, we see that you have the possibility for new career opportunities, new romantic relationships, and so much more. You may see your business network change and grow, and with it, we're going to see your success like never before. You're building a life now that you want, Pisces. So, as I said, this can be uncomfortable, but if you can embrace these changes and just kind of flow with it now, you're going to realize some of your lifelong dreams over the next couple of years. The next year as well, 2026, is going to be impacted by the decisions you make now. So just think about that. You have the ability now to change your life in unbelievably positive ways. Virgo, it's time to release what no longer works. So, why is Virgo feeling this eclipse so passionately? Well, the universe works in cycles, and this lunar eclipse is part of a much longer cycle. Once every 18 years, yeah, I said 18, every zodiac sign experiences a powerful release. We release what no longer aligns with us. We release what we're holding on to that's actually not good for us. And we release what is stopping us from aligning with our destiny and our life's path. And guess who's going through it now? Virgo. This cycle will last until July 2026. And this blood moon will highlight deep-seated beliefs, old ideas, and you're going to see issues around your self-image, success, what success really looks like for you, issues around healthy relationships versus situationships all come up. You can expect to spend time contemplating all of your relationships, from friendships to romantic. And I think you're going to have a different understanding of what you want by this time in 2026. And it's not just you releasing what's no longer working. You're contemplating and rehashing things. You're looking back over arguments, he said, she said. You're looking back over situations with your family when you were a child. You're thinking about how you could have maybe handled a past coworker better, or what you would do in the future compared to what you did in the past with job opportunities. So a lot is changing on a very deep level for Virgo right now. And all of this reminiscing and ruminating will help you shed light on what truly makes you happy and just how much settling you've been doing, Virgo. Let go of what's no longer right for you and understand that this is part of a bigger picture. Karma is at work. So as you clean out the old, you make room for new energy, people and situations. They could show up as new romantic interest, a new job offer, or even a new teacher or mentor. This is who you're destined to be, Virgo. Embrace it. Gemini can expect downloads and popcorn epiphanies during this eclipse cycle. So it would be wise to carry your journal with you because there's so much information. The eclipse will bring about major transformation for Gemini with these insights and nuggets of wisdom, and they're going to help you make better decisions moving forward. And popcorn epiphanies, when I use that term, I mean those epiphanies that just come out of the blue and then they cluster together. And it's like, oh, that's why she said that. Oh, that's why he did that. Oh, that's why this happened at work. Oh, I see now. I see what this person said to me 7 years ago, what they really meant. I understand the spiritual meaning of this. Oh my goodness. That's what we're looking at. And it's good stuff, but it's a lot. So you're going to want to record it, write it down, and have it on hand to go over later. Even though you may think this is something you'll never forget because it's almost but not quite the meaning of life, it's something that could be lost. So definitely record it. And then in the middle of this, Saturn requests that you get serious and commit to a new career. It's time to build a legacy. And you know you can, Gemini, but the timing just hasn't been right in the past. So now you understand what you need to do to pivot to the next important chapter in your life. Make the most of this energy by recording all the insights, messages, synchronicities, and of course, all the odd dreams that you're likely to experience during this time. They are all leading you to your next opportunity and to that legacy. So don't let this moment pass you by. Sagittarius, you may feel the blood moon eclipse in all areas of your life. Yay, go you. But your home sector will be front and center. Your career, your need for freedom, and your connection to home are often at odds, Sagittarius. And now we see this framed in new ways. The September 7th full moon is connecting with your lucky planet of Jupiter and lending you a large amount of good luck and good fortune, especially around new opportunities that could lead to a change in residence and more. If you've been dating someone seriously, you may take the next step and change residence, move in together, or purchase something together. If your romantic life is solid, then you may have an opportunity for your dream home to appear, or for that dream job to appear out of state or even out of country. Lots of interesting opportunities between now and the summer of 2026 for Sag. But whatever you choose, it will be the right decision because luck is on your side, Sagittarius. Enjoy this time. A lot of interesting energy at play with this eclipse. I hope that you found this little overview helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing. And if you would like to know more about how this eclipse or the next one will affect you and what else you can expect coming up before the end of the year, why not contact me for a personal reading? I do have a few slots open in late September, early October. Stay tuned for more videos. Reiki blessings.